This is Andrea Floresco from AndreaFloresco.com. And if you don't know me, I am a no-nonsense, no BS branding, business, and marketing coach. And I teach and train people just like you and me to find sustainable and alternative solutions to the 9 to 5, which I worked for more than 10 years, and create the freedoms they seek and live the life that they always dreamed of. So in today's training, I would talk to you about how to promote your company or product without mentioning their names. Now, in a previous training, I talked about why not to use a company's name or product. And if you haven't watched it, you can go to my blog at AndreaFloresco.com. I think it's already posted. And it should be one of the most recent trainings. But if it's not there, reach out to me and I will send you a message with the link to the training. So, do you want to build your network marketing business, but don't want to talk about what you want to sell? If you answer yes, then in this training, I will share with you exactly the things that I learned about how to market myself and be able to sell anything I want to sell, regardless of the company I'm with. So how do you build your network marketing business without actually talking about your product and opportunity? Well, first of all, I want to tell you that you can apply these principles to any type of product in any industry. It doesn't matter what company you're with. It doesn't matter if it's skincare. It doesn't matter if it's health and wellness. It doesn't matter if you're in the beauty industry, coffee, anything else. So I learned these things from one of my mentors, which is Ray Higdon, and he's saying that most people don't understand how to promote something without dropping names because they don't understand marketing as well as they should. And he also says that you don't have to market that thing which you want to sell it. So I am in one of his training groups, and if you are not part of it and you're in a network marketing, I'm telling you that you should be in this group. I'm not affiliated with, I'm not an affiliate of the group. I don't even think he created an affiliate program for people to enroll other people in this group. It's pure network marketing training all day long, every single day, including weekends. So in one of these groups that I'm in, he recently shared a very, very personal story. So a couple of years ago, him and his wife have started investing pretty heavily in insurance. And, being in this industry, they're meeting a lot of people, and a lot of people ask them, how do they make their money? And because they were having so many people ask the same question, Ray decided to get his insurance license. And whenever he was asked about how he's making his money, what he was doing, he was referring those people to his insurance broker. And for that, he was getting some kind of commission. He didn't really say how much. That's not the important thing here. The important thing here is that people don't know him as an insurance guy. Until he actually shared that with us, nobody had an idea that he had his insurance license. But just by simply referring these people to his insurance guy, he was able to make over $100,000 in commission just by referring people. But you never knew that he was this insurance guy. So, until you share something, people have no idea about what you're doing. But because he already had the success in network marketing industry, and because people knew him, people liked him, people really trusted what he's saying, he was able to send so many referrals to this partner of his and get so much money simply by really doing nothing because he wasn't promoting this business. And how do you think he was able to do this? Because he really didn't become a success overnight. Actually, a few years ago, I don't exactly know, maybe 10 years ago, something like that, he was in foreclosure with millions and millions of dollars of property. His wife, and back then she was just his girlfriend, she was literally paying his utility bills because he didn't have the money to do that. But you know, from that experience that motivated to wanted to better and start, and grow other businesses, he was able to become this person that people know, like, and trust, but it did not happen overnight. It took, a lot of work. It took a lot of perseverance, a lot of consistency. But what he did, he positioned himself as an authority. And this is one of the most powerful and one of the really important things for you to understand. And in order to be able to promote something without dropping names, you have to become that authority, because if you become that, no matter what you're promoting or no matter what you're saying, people will come, people will follow you, people will want to get whatever you're talking about or whatever you're doing. They want to, associate with you. So this is what he did. He positioned himself as an authority. Like I said, people liked him, people trusted him, people knew him, obviously. And you need to do the same thing if you want to be able to, promote something without really constantly using their names. You don't really need to be a walking commercial. I mean, you should be a walking commercial as far as, benefits and results of the products, but not because you're just dropping the name of the product or the company. And when I'm saying that you should become like him, I'm not saying that you should get your insurance license, because that's not the point. But the point is, you need to become that person that people will come to for advice on anything, not just whatever you're doing, because whenever you join one opportunity, there are going to be other opportunities that will come your way. And if you truly want to create that, that lifestyle, the freedom lifestyle, and you truly want to have that independence and that freedom that everybody's seeking, you'll probably want to go into other opportunities. So it doesn't matter what opportunity you're promoting, or a product or company you're promoting. If people know you, they like you and trust you, they will come to you and they will start conversations with you. So you need to, become that person to be able to build and build any kind of following. And you need to provide value to your audience, to your marketplace. And this in return will attract the people to you. And, you will be able, just by simply doing that, you will be able to start conversations. And conversations will lead to the things that you want to sell and offer, or you want people to get involved in, but you're not going to be really upfront, but you're not going to have your opportunity right here and then, oh, here I come. Let me tell you more. You're actually going to talk more about the benefits. You're going to talk, you're going to talk about the solutions that your product is providing. Because for people to buy a product, they need to see a benefit for themselves by using a product or joining your business opportunity. So what business are you with? I am in beauty and health and wellness, among others. But I joined these industries because, last week was my birthday. I just turned 39, which is basically my last year of my 30s. And, as I got older and wrinkles started appearing and white hair started appearing, and then the weight wasn't dropping as it should, I became more concerned about how I look, about, and not just that, but I want to sleep, because I got to a point where I wasn't sleeping and I started having migraines. I was tired all the time. So I was, concerned about my overall health, and I wanted to make sure that I, take care of myself and I'm around as long as possible. And I, whatever time I have left, I will live a healthy lifestyle. So I look good. So that's why I joined my companies. But when I started, I really didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't even know that it was called network marketing. And the first company that I became a part of, they didn't really provide much instructions besides share everything to everybody. Does this sound familiar? I was a total spammer, although I was kind of reluctant to post a lot about the company name or the product, because I did not want to be that salesperson. And I still shared it, not as much as other people wanted me to, but I still shared it. And I discovered that people were really interested in it. You know, they always find all kind of objections. So, um, you know, I was really frustrated because I couldn't understand why it didn't work. Um, I didn't understand that why this is not working when this business is so great. I saw the potential, I saw the opportunities, but I didn't understand why other people weren't able to see that. So, can you really lead with your business? That's a question that you need to ask yourself. And I think you can, but also I think you can't. And before I came across Ray Higdon and his training, I totally thought you can because I was so frustrated that regardless of what I was doing, it wasn't working. That I would say, you know, if you would have asked me that question then, I would have said, no, it doesn't. But after I listened to Ray and I listened to his teachings and what he's saying, I realized that he's saying that you actually can. And this is when I became really intrigued. And this is when I decided to listen what he has to say. And if you ever hear him talk, you'll probably listen to because he really knows what he's talking about. So instead of, posting about buying my shit and buying this product and buying that product from myshittycompany.com, whatever the website was, I used his advice and I started sharing the benefits. Whether it was about the health and wellness tips or beauty tips, beauty routines, and why it was important to use certain products, or the order to use certain products. I did some live videos, although not as many as other people I know, just because that I'm not comfortable, but I don't know, it's just not my thing. I'm getting better and better at that because being in this industry and Facebook being the largest platform with more than 2 billion people online every single month. I mean, hello, I have to use it. But I was talking about the benefits and, you know, besides posting on my wall and I created Facebook pages and then I did these live videos and I did some YouTube videos. I also started blogs where I post some of, you know, my tips and tricks and advice about, you know, the things I like the best about the products or why they work for me or, you know, other people that I know and they got great results. So what I also learned from Ray was that at the end of any type of content that I'm doing, it doesn't matter if it's an image quote or just a picture, a random picture about me doing something, or it's a video or it's a blog post or whatever it is, I learned that I need to use a call to action at the end of every type of content I'm using. And if you don't know what call to action is, it's basically something that you're telling your audience to do at the end of your content. After they consume your content, you tell them that, hey, you go here and do this, or I want you to do that. And if your audience is receptive to your content, then they most likely will do what you're saying. So I usually say something like, hey, if you want to, like, if I'm talking about the benefits of a product, I usually say that, hey, if you want to take advantage about the benefits of whatever product I shared with you, and then, you know, maybe you even want to make some money while you're doing that, feel free to reach out to me. This way I don't sound salesy. I don't come across as that shark that only wants to make money and I'm part of that pyramid scheme. And my message is really not about money. My message is about benefits. This is what attracts people to you. My message is about improving my life, your life, about getting healthier, looking younger, looking better, eliminating the stress or whatever discomfort I have or whatever discomfort my audience has in their lives, and then whatever my product is solving. And the key, you know, like I said, the key to be able to promote something without using a company name or a product name is to not appear that you're really selling when you're actually really selling, but you should not appear that you're selling. So instead of selling, you should focus on creating conversations about about the benefits of your product, the aches and pain of your audience, their problems. This way you get to know them, you get to know what they're about, what they need, and then in return, they will know you, they will trust you, they will see you as the authority in whatever field you're in, and as the person that they will come to whenever they are ready to solve their problems. So focus on the conversation aspect instead of the conversion, like Ray says. Don't focus on that person automatically or right away becoming a customer or a business partner. Instead of focus how you can help them, and focus on what you have in common with a person and you can use to relate to them, and then slowly, gradually introduce your product. Now, this is basically, a broader version of what you should do. There's a lot more that comes to this. This is basically pure attraction marketing. And for more attraction marketing training, reach out to me at the end of this video or send me a message on my Facebook page or my blog, and I will talk to you more about what you can do and how you can apply these principles and how you can learn these principles. But these are, basically the things you should do. But also, I feel like we should probably talk about the things that you shouldn't do, because that's also important as well. So by using conversations with your audience, you should be able to figure out which one among your audience, because not everybody will become your customer or your business partner, but you'll be able to figure out which one among them is the right fit for your business or your opportunity. And you want to make sure that you don't waste your time, you don't waste their time. You want to make sure that you present your business to the right people. And like I said, you eliminate the ones that are not the right fit. And this will prevent you from turning off your audience, because if you appear too salesy and you push it too hard, even if they would be interested, but they really don't see the big picture, which is your job to teach, to present it to them, they will turn away from your biz op or even from you personally, and you really don't want that. So you don't want to blast the name of your product and your company. And as I talked about it earlier, these conversations that you're creating will help you to become that authority in whatever field you're in, regardless of it, and whether it's cryptocurrency, which are big right now, health and wellness industries, beauty industries, travel, that's a big one. I'm trying to think what industries my friends are in. There's so many of them, but the majority are beauty and health and wellness and cryptocurrencies. But become a person that inspires others and has the solution and helps the others. And if you really want to say something about your company, I was talking about a call to action earlier. At the end, you can say something like, hey, I really don't talk much about it, but by the way, because I like, or I'm really focused on solving whatever issues you personally have, whatever product you're promoting solve for you. So, hey, by the way, I really don't talk much about this because I really am focused on solving whatever issues. But if you're interested, I'm a part of a company that has the solutions to X, Y, and Z problems. And I joined this company because the A, B, C, D, whatever. And if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to talk to you, have a little conversation with you about it. And I also have a short presentation or short video that I can have you watch. So if you're interested, reach out to me. And if you love it, then we can get you started right away. And if you don't, no biggie. It's not a big deal. And then just move on, because not everybody's going to be your audience. But because you said those words without actually mentioning the name of the product or they meet the company, you will create a curiosity. And you know, people are nosy and curious to see what you're up to. So they will come to you, and you know, you don't have to chase them. Um, Another reason why you don't want people to know right away about your product or about your company is because you don't want them to do independent research. We all know that there are all kinds of information on the internet. Google is full of all kind of information about scams, about pyramid schemes, although those are illegal. And typical network marketing companies, especially the ones that are successful, they're real businesses, but people then either didn't understand the business model or they weren't patient enough. They weren't putting the activities that they should be putting on a daily basis to become successful. You know, it's easy to call something a pyramid scam, right? Because it has such a negative connotation, but it can be a really good business model. But you don't want your audience to be able to do independent research. You want to be the one that's controlling the message, and you want to be in charge of your business at any point. So withholding the name of the company, you will have people come to you. And not only that, not just anybody, not just any kind of people, you will have the people that are really interested to come to you. And that will eliminate a lot of your work because you will not have to prospect total strangers. You know, these will be people that already know you, that already trust you, and it's going to be easier to convert them. And like I said, not everybody's going to be your audience or your customer. So hopefully you found some value from this quick training. And if you did, leave me a comment about what you like the most, or if you have any questions about, you know, what are your questions are. And also feel free to share this with your teams and also tag them in the comments. And if you haven't already liked my page, click the like button and make sure you receive my notifications whenever I go live or do training. You can also subscribe to notifications through Messenger by sending me a message first. And then for more training, you can head to andreaforrest.com. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.